Incoming challenge.
Yeah, hello. Welcome to this broadcast, our weekly show on Mondays. Yeah, I hope it works all right. We have tried a new setup here, and I think it looks fine. I hope you all like it. I actually forgot a little something. now that I see the whole thing here, I forgot a little something. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to change the old habits. Here we go. So let's get going here. I changed the software here, and it is now on my usual software dasher, so I feel like right at home. So let's get going here with a couple of 5-minute games. I see lots of people in the chat, and that's really cool. Hope you all participate. Okay, we'll get going. Last week I managed to kill about 100 rating points from 2,400 down to 2,300 and below. It was a really bad session, but I worked really hard the last 2 days to get my rating back. So you'll see a 2,400 again for me to again trash it in this session. Yeah, there's a question by Prashant Saraswat. The last round of Ted Steel. Yeah, I did not manage to cover that. I was very busy on the final round Sunday and also on the Monday, Tuesday after that. And as nobody complained, I sort of didn't do it. So if there's huge interest, I'm going to still cover that round, but I didn't feel it was particularly exciting, to be honest. And what the beep? I'm out for a 5-minute game and I don't get one. This is curious. Yeah, we have the new setup here. Everything's nice, and now no one wants to play. What is this?
Game started.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I go d4. Yes, I will cover my league game against Alexander Kovchan. Definitely will do that. It's just a very nice game, and it will be on my channel. So I'm playing the Exchange Slav here against Sheaton. If not, that's probably not the right pronunciation. But I do my best. Okay, I'm happy to trade on d6 and play f4 here. This is a nice form of the Exchange Slav. Sort of a reverse Stonewall. Yeah, I will actually produce more than just the one video on my league games. There was also a very interesting very interesting game that I played in the December. f6. Oh, that's not a move I expected. Well, e5 is very difficult to play. I mean, I can just take d5, for example. So I'll just develop here. Yeah, it looks like a nice position. Emre nickname. Ich wünsche mir ein Mora-Gambit, falls möglich. Yeah, the translation is, if possible, please play a Mora Gambit, a Smith Mora. It's tricky, I have to play 1 e4, maybe. And that's a question. Oh, he allows me to take on d5. Tja. I can also take on e5 here and play bishop c4. Also possible. Okay, I'll take here first. There's a question. What's the idea in the Maroczy when you play the knight to c2, besides avoiding the trade? The main thing is actually to avoid the trade. This is very helpful if you can avoid trading. Okay, I think I'll just take here. Bishop e6 is irritating me a little bit. This is why I'm still thinking here. Bishop c4 is also a move. Okay, I'll play bishop c4. I don't know, it was a tough decision. Maybe knight takes e3 now. Yeah, the Mora Gambit, the Smith Mora, is really often declined. Even former world champion Vichy Arnott declined the gambit against Mark Esserman in the Gibraltar tournament. Knight g5, maybe. It's more complicated than I wanted. But okay. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, Vichy definitely knew that Esserman would play the Smith Mora, so this is some indication that the gambit is quite okay. I actually believe so myself. I think the Mora accepted gives white decent chances. I'm pretty sure. If you look at this a little bit, it looks like it's a dangerous opening. Okay. What is this? If I take... I will take c4. This is not that great here. And the bishop is hanging, completely hanging. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. Knight c4, I go queen d5. I should have played something else. This is what I know. Something simpler. And just try to refute his e5. But I mean, I tried to refute it, but I didn't do it well. Okay, yeah, this is probably just better. Knight d5, he takes on c4. Tja, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, this is rubbish, but I had no other, I didn't have anything else. Oh. Okay, at least I'm not a pawn down immediately. I can take on f4, of course. Yeah, this he can do. But at least I'm reasonably active here. This is not bad. I've got some slight chances to draw at least. Rook endgame, for example, is always having some drawing chances. And g5 blunders the house, so he cannot do that for knight f6. No, I'm not enthusiastic about this, but might be okay to fight for a draw. Yeah, this is a famous game, Mark Esserman with white against Luke Van Vele, where Esserman played a fantastic attack against Van Vele's king. Really great game. Knight e7 here. It's not super convincing. G4 maybe. Let's go H4, I mean, sorry. My idea is to weaken the G5 pawn so that I have rook e5 now. Yeah, okay, so here this is giving some chances to draw at least with the active rook. Okay, going to try to trade that.
Check.
And now I just have to trade down the queen side for the draw.
Time warning.
Shoot. Such a simple move. And I just had to play b4 first or something like that. Nothing happens. I had the draw here already. That was bad. That was bad. The drawing chances were really high. And now it's just losing. Awful. Awful. Yeah, just totally lost. That's rubbish.
White resigns.
Okay. As I said, I won all the points to give them back in this session here on Monday. Playing stupid endgames like this. Okay, a match with Ginger GM. Yeah, I'm happily playing one. I'll take care about that. I mean, he never messaged me about it, and I want to ask him when I've got my move completed and I'm a little bit more focused.
Game started.
To learn the Mora for a tournament, about 2,000 ELO opponents. Well, I don't know. I know that you're a rather younger player, so I'm not sure if you still have chances to play, or you can also play other lines against a Sicilian. To actively start employing this opening, I'm not sure if it's such a great idea. I mean, if you already play it, I don't really mind, but learn it, I don't know. Grandmaster Jesper. Is that Jesper Hall or who is that? Lars Carlsen. Okay. Not Magnus Carlsen, Lars Carlsen. Okay, what about this? Maybe I can fight for getting in d5 here. d4 I have controlled. Yeah, but his development is not great. He has wasted lots of time on h3, a3. No, I've never played in the park in Stuttgart with giant pieces. I've been to Stuttgart but just to switch trains or something. I've never been in the city center or anything like that. So I'm sorry, I don't know those giant pieces. Let's see how to do that. Maybe I'll start with this.
Check.
And trade here. I wonder if I should go c6 here, or I can... e4 is not possible, unfortunately. Queen d7, b5 is also interesting. I don't know chess position trainer. I know that it exists, but I never used it. My usual way of looking at an opening was to enter the main things I look at into ChessBase, into the database, and analyze a little bit myself and enter things that I analyze myself or have from books. Let's go here. b5 is maybe a move. It's a very strange position. Okay, I'm taking here. If he takes g takes, knight e3 is just killing white. So I'm a little bit surprised by castling. Okay, so what now? He did not intend this, but it's still quite okay for him. Surprising. To play d4, c5, e4 is a very weird idea. I mean, d4, c5 is not particularly great. So if you feel you don't do well, then there's something wrong with your 1d4 play. You shouldn't transpose into the Smith-Morra. I mean, you can do that in a blitz game or something like that, but I think it's a very strange idea to do that. Yeah, just learn how it works, the Benonis. It's basically a good opening for white. I mean, not that it is terrible, but if you are worried about that, then your choice of going 1d4 is probably questionable, if you want to put it like that. Okay, I'm trying to open this up, even though I'm opening up his queen as well. Oh, he just takes.
Check.
Yeah, that's a good question. Victorek Skarl asks, in a 5+1 tournament over the board, should the focus be to play good chess moves or to play kind of average moves quickly? Yeah. I mean, 5+0 is still a reasonable amount of time. It's not bullet chess or anything like that, so you can still try to play decent moves. And as far as I'm concerned, it's doable. So try to play decent moves. Still, of course, you cannot spend ages. Knight e2. I wanted to play bishop g1 check, but he can take with the rook. He can take with the rook. I'm such a moron sometimes. So I have to do this here to not lose the house. Probably I still lose the house. No, I don't. He gets c6. But I will have some counterplay against the king here. Against the b pawn, I mean. Maybe I can still do stuff against this king while not allowing the pawn promotion. Knight h5, for example. Yeah, knight h5 now. Is that a move? He takes check. It might be drawish. I can also do this first. Okay, now taking won't help. I actually miscounted here. I miscounted this stuff. I can probably draw here. If I can sacrifice the knight against the b pawn, it's a draw. But I don't know if I get there.
Time warning. Check. Check.
I don't see if I get there. I don't get in the corner. He's got bishop c6 also. It's just lost. It's just lost. It's the only way to describe this position. It's just losing. Bishop b5, h4, and I'm losing. And it's pretty easy. Ah, terrible.
Check.
Yeah, and he just goes there. Ah, what am I doing here? Yeah, this is...
Black resigns.
A good offbeat line against the Alekhines. Okay. Let's do this. It's not a blitz game. I just show you a good offbeat line against the Alekhines. This is a pretty decent offbeat line. Let me think about it. D6. D4 takes queen h5. This is a decent offbeat line that can be played with very little theoretical knowledge. Okay, let's shoot for a new game.
Started.
I am Kruppe. Okay, this guy, I have 5.5 out of 6 games. I have a huge score, yeah? So let's see if I can win against him. And I think he plays the classical Dutch. No, he doesn't. Okay. So we get a Queen's Gambit. Yeah, the clock is going during the analysis because it was from a game. I didn't fire up a full analysis board. White has a couple of tempo moves here that I can play. See what he's doing. Yeah, I'll take this space. Support this with f4. Yeah, that is a decent position. Maybe f6 is coming.
Check.
This takes a long time, or just queen f2 for an endgame. Come on, let's play that good endgame. I have lost 2 games already.
Check.
And getting some kind of endgame torture here is what I want. My idea is e4 here in this position. Open up the position for the bishops. Takes and then e4 or e4 immediately. Will be okay. He prevented that. But now g4 is hitting. He has a hard time to keep his center. Yeah, okay. I take here, right? And then win d5. Knight e4. That's a check, but I have to be cautious not to run into some funky mates there with his 2 knights. Other than that, the position is fantastic. Knight to c7 coming. For example, on bishop e6. Check. Okay, where to go here? King g2 looks wrong. King... my king position is not ideal. Still, knight c7 is a pretty awkward idea. Or is he going rook d8 or something like that? Yeah, knight e7, that's not working. Yeah, it's difficult here. So knight c7, I'm just grabbing stuff. So rook d3 here, or if he plays some bishop c2 or so, I'm just I can also take the bishop now. Knight a8, rook c1, king e2, rook c2. This is a draw. I'll be damned. Amazing. Amazing stuff here. Or can he even win here? That would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Rook b3, rook c7 is my rook is totally misplaced, and I don't see how I'm not losing there. Rook c1 is a huge threat. This is what did I do there? He had a totally unplayable position out of the opening. It really was a complete wreck, this position. Yeah, now I'm lost here. That's really cool. Okay.
Check. Check.
Yeah, I think bishop c4 is actually winning. I'm so tied down, I don't see how I'm not losing. Rook c1, king e2, bishop c4. Yeah.
Check.
If you have a bad run,
Check.
you can mostly just continue to play.
Draw offered. Game draw.
Let's have a quick look there. I'm not sure. I was thinking that he has this move. I am totally tied down. Totally tied down. The engine says equal 0 0 0. Wants to do this. Knight h4, bishop g3, and now comes with this
Check.
completely wacky line.
Check.
And this is a perpetual,
Check.
some kind of perpetual. Crazy. Okay, I need a new game. No, I would definitely take a notebook to a tournament, especially if you feel that there are games of your opponents. What I wouldn't do is, I mean, games of your opponents in a database to prepare for them. What I would not do is, let's say you have a round coming up and you have 6 hours until that round starts. Don't sit there for 5 hours on that laptop, on that notebook, and try to figure out what your opponent is doing. Then you waste all your energy for the game. But it is a good idea to invest an hour or so and get an idea what this kind of person is playing. Yeah, what kind of player are you dealing with? And maybe check if they play a particular opening, a particular line that you really feel uncomfortable with. Then it is an idea to look something up. But don't invest 4 or 5 hours and completely exhaust yourself. This is a very bad idea. Something that I tended to do when I was a lot younger. And now I just I do some prep, but I don't do more than is really strictly necessary. Okay, I'm playing the Queen's Gambit declined here. Let's see what we get. Play the Tartakova. Okay, so White played a very natural sound setup here, maybe shooting for e4. Here Black has options. I can play in various ways with c6 and so on. I'll go for c6 here. Knight a6, knight c7, knight e6. Not sure that this is the best setup against this particular line. No, I haven't played on ChessCube for ages. I wasn't even aware that the server still is existing. I played on that for a while, like 2-3 years ago, but it seems like the activity is going down there all the time. Or it seemed back then, this would be the right way to phrase it. And I didn't see much point in playing there. For any serious chess like 5-minute blitz and so on, the ICC is the best platform anyway. But ChessCube back then had some funny tournaments. Yeah, for pure entertainment value, it's not bad, or was not bad. But I think it's probably basically dead nowadays. As I said, if you want serious competition, the ICC is the place to go. e4 now. It's slightly awkward to meet here. Interesting. interesting. I can take on b4 now. I don't know if it's good, but I can do it. It's nah, I don't know if it's a good idea. If I take, there's knight b5 though, so I probably have to take. I don't have any concrete tournament plans yet this year. I will play some open tournament in the summer, but not sure which one or what time exactly and so on. It's pretty undecided, and it also depends on some things with my upcoming move to a new place. I already talked about that a lot in recent shows, but it just you know, this kind of thing, it just costs enormous amount of money, and I definitely cannot I cannot afford any fancy destinations for any tournament, not this year. Okay, he's got a nice knight coming up there to c6. Wow. I'm really struggling here in this session again. Really wonder what that is sometimes. I played today a long session and I really played well. I gained gained like 100 points from 2350 to 2450. And here I'm not doing anything good. Yeah, I'm moving from my current place in Duisburg to my hometown of Dienstlaken. It's a small town, about 60,000 people. It's the place where my chess club is also located, so I'm moving closer to my club, which is not the real reason, but it's just my hometown, and I know things there. And when I was looking for a place, I was looking in my current city and also the one where I was before, simply because I have a rough idea what a good place is and so on. The best mindset for players that are playing in tournaments where they're slightly out of depth is an idea to go for completely drawish lines. I think some solidity does not hurt.
Check.
But completely drawish lines, it's not so easy anyway. I think that the most important thing is that you still play your brand of chess. If you are a solid player, play solidly. If you are an aggressive player, play aggressively. It's really important to not try to be someone that you are not. And this is a mistake that actually many players make. They think, oh, this is a difficult event. I have to do something. I have to do something special. Yeah. And what you have to do is you just have to play to your strength and see what happens. I should have played a6 here maybe. a6 and b5. That would have been good, I think. I actually think I'm okay here now anyway, but that position was much worse at one point. Yeah, white maybe had tactics. David Franklin is right about that. In the chat. Here's a question. Do I believe in Feng Shui? I never really looked into it, so I have no clear opinion. I thought I have to cover rook c7, but this is actually quite annoying. Bishop c6 now maybe. Phew. Oh, I don't know. I'm not saying that this is bad. I just felt he might have had something even better. Bishop c6 is still not looking good.
Check.
How do I actually get to that damn pawn? Is there a way to get to the pawn? Knight to e7 maybe. It really looks like I should be busted, but I don't see it. I currently don't see it.
Check.
Rook a1, maybe rook a1. It feels like dodging bullets here.
Check.
Okay.
Check.
That didn't help him so much, I think. Okay, went to d4. Can I go e5 now?
Time warning.
Or is that crazy? It could be crazy. e5, bishop takes. I don't see how I'm losing, so let's try. This one. That's a good move. Maybe I can still do this. I really feel like... Oh! He got me finally. He tricked me finally here. Okay. But his time management wasn't great. And this is actually not... come on. I shouldn't blunder everything here. Oh, he doesn't take b6.
White forfeits on time.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, today is Rosenmontag, day of the carnival in Germany. But no, I don't do the carnival. Not a fan. I don't know. I think people... I mean, everybody should do what they want to do. But not my thing. My main objection with it is actually that you have so many drunk people like hanging around, and I don't know, I simply don't like large crowds of drunk people. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with drinking a beer here and there, but when I was still working in Düsseldorf, if you know Germany, that you know that Düsseldorf is one of the big places for the carnival celebrations. When I was working still there and working at that time of the year, it was always a disaster because you have so many drunk people around.
Game started.
Okay, Carol M2. Let's see. What do I think about Memchess or Chessable? I don't know it. I simply don't know it. I know Chessable is a project where John Bartholomew is involved. It's something about learning openings. Sorry, but I haven't looked into it. I think it's supposed to be live in soonish, but I haven't, as I said, I haven't looked into it. I saw a couple of minutes of John's intro video about the thing, but that's a bad move. What am I playing here? I need to be ready to play bishop f4 in this position. Okay. The Dutch defense. I could play a Dutch defense. I got a request for this Miss Mora actually. I should have played e4, but playing e4, if I'm in a shaky form like this, always feels like some kind of Japanese suicide ritual. Like, ugh! And yeah, you got that big sword right in your chest. Here at least I vaguely know what I'm doing. I'm probably going to record 1 or 2 of my over-the-board game videos in the next couple of days. Yeah, you can play d4 here. And again, that's not looking good. I'm really playing badly. Just really, really bad, this position. Wow, it's really a bad position. Chessable is a paid site. You say it bothers you. Okay, well, it might be if you are, let's say, you're a student or whatever. You don't have any money. I understand that you probably prefer to be chess services to be for free. But the thing is, people who work and invest time, they need to earn money. And I actually think that providing too much content for free is a big mistake. Something that I see that something like lead chess is very popular because it's for free. But what they do there for free is actually, from a business sense, a very bad idea. You have to, be willing to pay for good content. Otherwise, you don't get it in the long run. Because people simply run out of money, let's say. I mean, for example, I do some free things like the YouTube videos and so on, but it all has its limit because I have to pay for my expenses. And if I do everything for free, I simply can't do it. I simply can't. So it's I think if it's a good service, it should be paid. Yeah, what am I doing here actually? I'm trying to somehow get stuff near his king. It's a totally bad position strategically. But yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move by Carol. Really, really bad. Yeah, my game, this game here is a complete disaster. A complete disaster from start to finish. Playing this like a beginner almost. Yeah, Google and Facebook, they earn all their money due to ads, of course. This is a way to do it, but this is only working in large scales. Yeah, look at YouTube for chess. I mean, even the biggest YouTube channels, they don't earn chess YouTube channels. They don't earn any substantial money to live from. Yeah, even guys like Jerry from Chess Network, right? He earns pretty nice money from YouTube, but he cannot live of that the least bit. Absolutely cannot do that. And what I get from YouTube is a pure joke. Oh, he's sacrificing. That's surprising. Not really necessary, to be honest. Looks a little bit like he's afraid of my pseudo attack here. And it really is nothing serious at all. After that he's got d3 actually. My original intention was to play rook takes e6, which does not work at all. Okay, I have to allow the trade, which is unfortunate. I can take e1, play queen e3. That will win quite easily.
Check.
Yeah, Hutch is not a chess streamer. I mean, he plays chess, but he's mostly, I think, posting gaming content. But I never watched any of his stuff.
Check.
Oh. This is one of the worst games ever. I wonder how many pawns does he have? Like roughly 1 million, right? And queen e3, yeah? He has the queen trade.
Check.
You can just play that and win rather easily.
Check.
But actually, and now he gets the rook trade in. But okay, I mean, this is a nice blockade. Maybe this isn't so bad actually. That's not easy. He cannot move his pawns. Isn't this good? Is this good for black? I don't know. I can still do this. And I can run to the G pawn. Now I have to do this. Stop this stuff.
Black forfeits on time.
I won that on time. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going for one more. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, I have a rough idea what those people make with their chess channels, because I know what I'm making and it's basically nothing.
Started.
And you can multiply their view counts and so on. It's not great either. Okay, I'm playing Blind Faith Cream. So what is it? Blind Faith or Cream or both? Let's see. The engine on the last game, I was probably down. The engine is probably giving a super clean win for my opponent. You got in YouTube, you get paid for clicks on the advertisements. So if you use an ad blocker, for example, then I'm not getting any money. I mean, and if you don't if you use the ad blocker, I mean, if you don't use it and you actually click on one of the advertisements, I earn like 3 cents or something like that. You essentially get very, very little. It only works with huge figures. Yeah, those people like, yeah, I don't know, those million subscribers, stuff like that. The same, would I play the same amount of chess without my YouTube channel? I'm not sure. It's probably similar. It's hard to tell because when I was not a full-time chess professional with teaching, I think I actually played a little bit more because I would often play long sessions in the evenings after coming back from the office, or even the whole weekends. Just yeah, but now if you teach for a couple of hours and then you like play for 1 hour, having a little bit of fun with blitz, I'm not sure what YouTube YouTube regulations are there. I think you're supposed to not give concrete figures what you get from them. I give you a non-concrete figure. It's not much. It's not much. Yeah, I can play this in a pretty relaxed way because this is just along the lines of what I give in my book. There's a question, how can you improve tactics other than just solving lots of tactical exercises? Now it's really doing the exercises. I don't think there's any other way. The tactical ability, to train tactical abilities in chess is very comparable to training stamina in physical sports, just to being able to run for a long time. And just by doing more, you also get better. There is no magic key there. Okay, it seems that he maybe wants to play with e4 here. Yeah. Okay, I think I'll start with this to have bishop b6 check available. Here I can also take bishop b6. Yeah, I had the YouTube channel when I was still working in the office, so this is not there is no change there, let's say. I record my 5-minute games on all. There is no particular time. I think bishop b6 was my idea. 3,700 followers are not enough to gain a lot of money. Yeah, that's definitely true. This is not really doing much. And 100,000 subscribers. Subscribers don't make you any money. Yeah, you know, only clicks on advertisements make money. So it's nice to have 100,000, but it's not fantastic. No, I really enjoy making the videos. I mean, the blitz videos, I just like to play blitz anyway. So this is something that is not in any way a hassle. Producing some instructional, more complicated content is a little bit of a different story. I still like to do that, but it's something that it costs a lot of time, and I simply sometimes don't find the time. I don't like to take this, but I think it's technically easiest. I think I win the d5 pawn. This is why I took. Just bring the king up now and round this pawn up. That's a good move. Well, still, I can go to f7. Yeah, that looks like a win.
Check.
What sometimes, if you talk about producing the videos, what sometimes is not easy, those round recaps, let's say, for Tata Steel or tournaments like that. I'm going to play one more.
Game started.
I really like to do those, but what sometimes is an issue is that to be somewhat interesting, those videos have to be made rather shortly after the round is completed. And the problem sometimes is if you have little time in this particular on this particular day or something like that. For the final round, for example, I had an over-the-board game, which was quite testing, and I also had lots of teaching work on the day after that, and that was really difficult to get it in this kind of video, and ultimately I simply didn't manage to make it, and as nobody asked for it, I didn't make it yet. And this is sometimes a problem. You cannot really schedule this properly. You just have to make it when the round is completed. And quite often, yeah, if the time situation is not good, you have a problem. Okay, I try to... This is an interesting position here against M. Weston, who's very high rated at the moment. He's fluctuating with his rating. Yeah, that's an idea in the chat. Crowdfunding videos. That's an interesting idea, actually. It's an interesting idea. Okay. Yeah, this is the kind of position where you almost have to sack on g4, otherwise this is a complete disaster. However, this also might be a complete disaster, so let's do it quickly at least.
Check.
King g3 is what I expect. Then I probably have to shoot f5, which might or might not be still interesting. I don't really know. Feels like the only move that at least stirs up some trouble. Knight takes d4, that's f4 check. This is oh, he allows that. I thought that this would be
check.
This would be good probably. Or is he working with some stuff to e6? Taking on d4 is also a move for f3 check. But okay, let's think about this for a moment. If I take here and he plays like bishop e6, rook f2, king g3. Not sure what happens there. If I take on d4, bishop takes, f3 check, king f1. Check on h2, king e1. That doesn't lead anywhere.
Check.
Actually, let's do this. That's actually funny. If he takes f3 is really interesting. I can go to h2. I didn't see h2 coming. Oops. Yeah, still f2 maybe.
Check.
So d5 maybe for bishop to d6. Or rook f4 is actually interesting. For rook h4. That's a wild game. Probably entirely incorrect from Black's point of view. But it wasn't easy for him, I think. Not sure. I'm not saying that I'm winning. I really have no idea what's going on here. But it feels dangerous now. Rook h4 is a pretty hard to meet. Yeah, Mikos Air says, I hope YouTube will be around for a long time. Lots of gems in here, from chess to games to programming tutorials. Yeah, I think we can be pretty sure that YouTube is one of the websites that will probably stay around for basically ever. So I thought rook f8 should kill now. Queen h3. No, that also should win actually. Queen h3, rook, king f2, rook f8 check wins the house.
Check. Check.
So I actually got lots of rating points back with the last couple of games. Back to 2,411. Yes. Okay. Can you recommend a book about the Queen's Gambit? Queen's Gambit is a wide range opening, many lines. There are many specialist books. For repertoire works for white, there are a couple of things around. Maybe books by Lars Schandorf are interesting. But it's hard to recommend one book. There are so many specific ones. Books on the Slav, on the semi-Slav, on the Tarrasch, whatever. There are so many. It's hard to give one recommendation. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I played badly at the beginning, but I sort of recovered at the end, getting in some entertaining games. Maybe not very correct ones, but at least it was good fun. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next Monday, same time, same channel. So make sure to be on again in next week, next Monday. Bye bye.